I always get a kick out of reading the Noah's Ark story because right now my 2-year-old has a fascination with Noah and the Ark, right? She always, when it's time to read the little children's Bible, she just wants to rip back to the very front of it, and she keeps saying, Noah, Noah, Noah. That's how she says it, Noah, Noah. And she says, Rumbo, Rumbo, like rainbow. You know, she wants to talk about it. You know, she's fascinated by it. And of course, I think when I was a kid, that was one of my more fascinating stories, was learning about the rainbow and Noah and all of the things that happened with Noah and the flood. And it just seems like crazy, like unbelievable. But the thing that is more unbelievable than the flood itself, the thing that's more unbelievable than the animals being loaded into the ark, and just to think about the mechanics of what that must have been like, right? To think about the fact that that thing was floating in the water for tons and tons and tons of time, and the fact that the world was covered underwater. All of that stuff is just amazing. And the implications of all of that, like maybe how the canyons may have been built out and all that stuff, all of that's amazing. But perhaps the thing that's most amazing to me, at least in the time in which I'm living today, in this moment as a pastor, studying the word, is how Noah had to have been an incredible man of faith, in that it took 100+ years for God's word to him to manifest. He had to, guys, think about this for a minute. He had to put his hands to the plow for over 100 years building that ark. I mean, if you really think about that, tons and tons and tons and tons of time. I mean, look, I think it's amazing when a person is in a ministry of teaching the Bible for 20+ years, 25 years, 30 years. What an accomplishment. In a world that's getting darker and darker, people that are staying faithful to preaching the word and teaching the truth, hey, more power to you. It's awesome. But a guy who stood alone, nobody except his family, nobody, folks, nobody, to actually build that ark and keep doing it for that whole time, knowing that at some point God was going to be right. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know about you, but that's incredible faith. That's the kind of faith that very few people in this world can be found with. Go back and look at somebody like Noah, who was not looking for the next thing to happen very quickly. Don't get me wrong. I think we're supposed to anticipate the fact that Christ could come at any second. But the reality of it is, he was a patient man, and his patience was driven by his faith. He trusted in God, and he knew that no matter what anybody says, no matter how much time went by, no matter what took place, they could trust, he could trust that God's word would come to pass. Folks, all those years, I mean, think about it, you guys. Think about how much time was involved in him building that ark. All the resources he had to give up to do that. I think it's amazing when you think about it. I think it's pretty spectacular.